Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Dugout Podcast. And I have a guest with me, a returning guest by the name of Bobo Ajowele, Abraham. Welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, T. It's always a privilege
Yeah.
coming up here with you.
Okay. So the last time you were here, we talked a lot about basketball, especially the Nigerian basketball scene. So for those who don't know, Bobo just finished running the Akofa basketball league. I was privileged to be there for the semi-finals. Couldn't make it for the finals. So let me just quickly let you just give us a brief rundown of what happened in the finals and who won and what you expect going forward.
The finals was a cracker, to be honest. You had perhaps the two best basketball schools in Lagos at the moment. Dancehall and Topfield, they matched up on the final, but Dancehall was able to edge out Topfield this one. Topfield defeated them last year, so they were able to come back this year to defeat Topfield in the final for the male category. And the female category, Topfield defeated New Era in the finals as well last year, and were able to defend their championship for the sixth straight year in Akofa. It was also our 25th anniversary, so we had an all-star game. The veterans, the coaches, the younger guys, they came together to play against each other, share ideas with the younger ones. You had Coach Guinea, popularly known as the legend. He was the man, like we say, he's the man who discovered Akeem Olajuwon. So
Oh,
it's always a flex.
wait, he was
It's always
around?
a flex when yeah, he came. He was
Wow.
around. Dr. Bola Pinero was around. We had a couple of scouts from the US. We had a couple of coaches, old time coaches who also made time to come around. So it was a really good day for the young ones to see it, and particularly the veterans who came. They are veterans in various fields of life, even after they have played basketball. Somebody that even played basketball all kinds of industries. You have FAAN, you have FAA representatives, you have artists. So, so the guys, the kids, they have their options are open as long as they stick to school and they play the game they love. They always have options.
Yeah,
So it was a really nice one. I'm looking forward to uh, the remaining tournaments and camps we have for the year.
okay, that's nice. Which is actually what Akofa is all about because the last time I was around in the interview that you did for our program, you mentioned it's not just about basketball. I mean, the competition is basketball, but it also has to do with these kids' education. You know, getting them staying focused, focusing on their studies and all the other activities that they can gain by being athletes. So I mean,
Yeah,
those names you mentioned, it's actually a good one to have them around. But these are not just veterans; they have decades of experience, decades of wealth of knowledge that they can actually pass on to these young kids at this stage of their lives.
let me quickly also point where I mean we were very particular at Akofa, we're very particular about sticking in school. You would not see us at Akofa organizing a basketball tournament for elites. You don't see us at Akofa organizing basketball tournament for collegiate students. No. So we want to stick to the guys with the kids at the introductory level. We can still introduce basketball to them in GS1, GS2. There's always the junior Akofa for GS1 to GS3 students only where the senior students are not eligible to participate. So once you introduce it to them and keep up with them while they are that age, they are still at their formative years. And I will believe that is the way, that is the position we can explain this sport to them the best. I take for instance the current president of the Nigerian Basketball Federation, Musa Kida, who was recently appointed on the board of the NNPC by the president of Nigeria. He can only get that appointment because he has an education. He has a trajectory that he followed through when he was in the oil sector. That's Total.
Yeah.
So these are quality examples we want to be able to show to the younger kids. Oh, guys, you have to take education serious at this point. Even if basketball does not go through, with education, you can go all the way. We also had Rear Admiral Hamza. He was around. He dominated the boys even in the All-Star games. They could not stop him. But he's a Rear Admiral. You know what it takes for you to rise to the rank of being a Rear Admiral?
in the army.
So these are people who want the kids to always look out. Not every day you are bringing the Joseph Nellins, the Oshobos, the Michael Jordans. Also, Jordan, for example, now he owns a basketball club.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to show these kids that, oh, even outside of basketball, there's life. And it's at that age you can still introduce them so they can take their education serious, the same way they've taken basketball serious.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So before we move on to the next topic, I like to say the finals. You mentioned new Top Field defeated New Era, the female team in the female category. Finally, yeah, I have a bias for New Era because their coach is my very good friend, Coach Spencer, and most of those young ladies, I like to call them young ladies that has played for him. I've known them for over 6 years now. I've known them since when they were 4 feet tall. Some of them are almost my height, about around 6 feet. So I have a bias to those girls because I've known them since they were very, very little when they started playing basketball. The likes of Aliyah, Rukewe, Aisha and Co. I know these young girls. So I'm happy to see that they are progressing in the game of basketball and they're also progressing as kids, as students in their life. So before we move on, quick one. So what are we expecting from Akofa moving forward now?
So as is an all year round event. We have quarterly basketball camps for selected individuals across the states. Um, we have the junior Akofa, like I said, for basic 7 to basic 9 students. Then we have the champion of champions. Now, the champion of champions, we know we are not the only ones to organize basketball tournaments in Lagos and by extension Nigeria. So
Yeah.
what we do, the champion of champions, we bring together the winners of all of these tournaments. We highlight the best team from all of these various tournaments. We bring them together to come and play in a day. Now, that 1 day tournament we're playing, we want to push the boys to the limits, want to push them to the limits, want to test their endurance, want to test their strength. They're playing against each other round robin. So it's no semi-final now. Your claim to be the champion. Now you're putting it to the test. So we now take all event. Champion of champions.
Wow.
So you've won your various tournaments, you have your bragging rights, bring it to the table. And they can
Okay.
you can either maintain your bragging rights or your bragging right might be hijacked from you. So for the year we still have the junior Akofa, we have the champion of champions, and we have the basketball camp that is coming up in the summer.
Okay, definitely. You keep me in the loop on when these events are happening and the ones I can attend.